Omote Mungai for the 6th and 7th respondent. I wish to associate myself with Senior Counsels Jeroge Rigero and Senior Counsel Kamau Karori safe to add that the directions on service were very clear. Direction 3A, that each of the persons named was to be served within 3 days from the date of the ruling under reference. Your Honor, on my part, we're here for the 5th, 6th and 7th respondent, but it is of great concern that the 4th and 5th, who are also mentioned in this matter, are neither here nor do they have representation by counsel. This being a criminal court, Your Honor, representation of the 4th and 5th accused persons is critical. And it is my humble submission that unless the said 4th and 5th accused persons are represented before you at the next hearing, then that in itself is an issue that must be taken up by this court prior to any other steps being taken. The second point, Your Honor, is that I have filed the application on behalf of the 6th and 7th respondent which, by the very basis upon which it is premised, when the time does come for directions to be given on how to proceed, that application, Your Honor, must take priority over March 2026. Your Honor, the purpose of this mention is purely to allocate a date to confirm compliance with the orders given by your brother, Honorable Onyina, and therefore we propose that a date be given in the first week of May, but we submit in closing that compliance includes evidence of proper service and representation of all parties before you on the next mentioned date. That's all, Your Honor. Your Honor, the purpose today, according to the ruling of your brother, Honorable L.O. Onyina, is purely to give directions to allocate a time once the timelines have expired. The timelines have not yet expired. The court here also indicated that you've not had the time to look at this ruling. So I think the best thing to do to save judicial time is just allocate a mentioned date, first week of May. Let him comply with issues of service. Let all parties comply as given in the directions therein. Then after that, we can come before this court. But for now, Your Honor, anything beyond giving directions in terms of a mentioned date for compliance would be completely contrary to the ruling that was given by your brother. That's all, Your Honor.
No, let me. I have given tentative directions. The magistrate who will hear this matter has a right to modify, alter, or add anything that assists the matter to progress forward. When we complain that this matter has not been moving forward, and you're immediately having everybody saying, give us a mention date in May, the mischief is obvious. I urge Your Honor to have this matter to proceed on an expeditious manner. You have full authority. And this presumption that there is no proper service, they have to choose whether they speak for Brendan Daly and Nicholas Kwak. And the court still has the jurisdiction to say how, if any need be, any additional service should be effected. You are most obliged.
I think I will kindly request you
Yes.
to allow me to peruse this file.
Absolutely.
Every application which is here,
Yes.
including the ruling, that was considered the ruling. And since tomorrow is a public holiday, I can give you next week after I have perused.
Yes, that's clear. Give us a minute.
You can come back next week so that I can give my direction
Yes.
based on my understanding.
That is absolutely not.
Therefore, the court will have to peruse the file and give further directions. So I think I mentioned that I'll give my directions, that is next week.
Could we do it on Wednesday, probably then in the afternoon, so that we can be finished with the other matters?
Sorry, you know, on Thursday, all the lawyers in this matter have another related matter on Thursday. I think that bit might be a bit complicated.
We would support the Wednesday date, 8th of April.
You know, can we try that 11 a.m. if we can't get a date either Wednesday or Thursday?
I think Friday is okay.
At 11 a.m.
It is 10.
10.
What time, Your Honor?
What time do you?
11 a.m.
Mr. Miller?
11, Your Honor.
11.
I have difficulties on Friday, Your Honor. I'll actually be out of town Friday the 10th. Is it possible to do it on the following Monday the 13th, kindly?
Actually, the 13th is when, on my record, we have a case with them. Your Honor, these directions, Mr. Regero has already indicated they are with Ms. Matangani. I believe the directions is the court reading that this is where I want us to go. Each advocate here is assisted with an assistant. I have Ms. Mosongo, Kirago Waguta. There is nobody appearing here alone. What will the associates be doing if they cannot come to listen to directions being read? There is no substantive issue that is happening. Mr. Regero had indicated we can come on Friday so that we avoid this thing, because it's the same game over and over again, to take the furthest date that it is possible.
Mr. Kibe, you will note from the directions the court urged you to exercise decorum in these proceedings. The client has a right to representation. You can see this is a hotly contested matter. A simple mention, because of all this, has taken quite a bit of time. It is important that I'm there with my colleague, and that is why I'm requesting, and this is a usual reasonable request, for Monday 13th. If you have said you have difficulties on the 13th, then we can come Tuesday, anytime, and we'll dispose of this matter.
Your Honor, I concede. Let's come on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. So
Yes.
let me give you time. And say Tuesday. Can we do it at 2 p.m.?
Yes, yes.
It's at 2 p.m.
Tuesday, 2
Tuesday the 14th?
14.
Yes,
At 2 p.m.
14th, 2:30. I am most obliged, sir. Thank you very much.
Something else, Senior Counsel, I think also I should disclose is that this facility that we have here
Yes.
is a shared facility.
Okay.
So if we are able to be here physically, it will be okay. Because you might find another court. Because this is a shared facility, we share it with the other courts around. So if mentioned on 14th of April at 2.
At 2.
At 2.
Most obliged.
2 or 2:30?
Agree
2 or 2:30, Your Honor?
Even 2:30 is okay. Actually, my understanding of criminal law is that it must be not in court. There is a serious question of legality of online proceedings.
So mention
We'll endeavor to be in open court, given your comments, Your Honor.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, Your Honor.